Hello everyone, I'm Francesca and welcome to day 4 of our holiday series. If you have not seen the other 3 videos, go check them out right now, okay? Stop watching this one and go check out the other recipes because I'm giving you 12 amazing recipes for the holidays. Really good stuff, so you don't want to miss them if you haven't seen the other ones already. Today, we are making a holiday appetizer board, which I just feel like an appetizer board is peak holiday, peak everything, peak what you expect of this season. In this video, I'm gonna show you how to make 2 different kinds of like a spiced nut that were so delicious, and I'm gonna give you my tips and tricks for making a really cute holiday appetizer board that looks really pretty, that's really fun and really festive, and that would make any guest go, ooh, wow, like what is that? That looks so good. So I think you all will really enjoy it. And yeah, as always, the full written out recipe is on my blog. There's a link in the description box down below for that. All the ingredients are written out in the description box down below as well, although this video is kind of more of like a little bit more assembly, but you do still get the recipes for the nuts. And there is also links for anything that I think you might need for my cookbook, and which makes a great gift. By the way, if you still need a gift, go get someone a cookbook. That's a really great gift to give. And yeah, I hope you all are enjoying this series. If you are, please make sure to like, comment, subscribe, interact with these videos. I worked so hard on it and I really, really want it to flourish and do well here on YouTube. And I worked really hard to give you really great recipes. Like, I am really proud of these recipes. So I really hope you're enjoying it. And thank you so much for being here. And I'll see you tomorrow with another recipe. Bye. So the first thing I think we can do to make our boards a little special is make some homemade nuts. So this first one's gonna be savory. So we're gonna take olive oil, garlic powder. I love a little spicy, as you know, so I'm adding in some red pepper flakes. If you don't like spicy, don't add it in. And some salt. And a little bit of fresh rosemary. You can use dried rosemary too. I just love the taste of rosemary for this time of year. And just mix that all in a bowl and mix it up really well until everything is well incorporated. I put this on almonds. You can use any kind of nuts that you like. Just make sure they're raw almonds because we're gonna roast these. Coat everything well, and then you're just going to pop it in a pan, and that's it. It's very easy to do. I didn't actually realize how easy it was to make like nuts like this from scratch, and it's like so simple, and they were so delicious I couldn't stop eating them. So we made the savory version, so we're gonna set to the side, and now let's make a sweet version. So again, we're starting back up with olive oil, then we're gonna add in some maple syrup. Make sure to use a nice good quality maple syrup for this, some nutmeg, some cinnamon, and a little bit of salt again, and just mix this up. And then for this one I decided to use cashews because I just feel like cashews are kind of like a sweeter nut in general. They seem sweeter to me. I don't know. So I'm using cashews. So just mix that up, and then I'm popping them in another pan, and that's it. These are like so simple, took all of 5 minutes to make. You can customize this to make it how you want, and it's really fun, and it's something special for your guests at the holidays. And once you mix everything in there, I also always like to scrape the bowl really well, get everything out of there that you can, because you don't want all that oil to sit there. You want that on those nuts that are going to go in the oven. So you're going to place them in the oven at 325 degrees Fahrenheit for about 15 minutes until they're like roasted looking. You'll see this is what the almonds look like when they're done, and then this is what the cashews look like when they're done. So the cashews, only let them sit for about a minute. They're going to harden, and then scrape the pan immediately so they don't stick to the pan. Like literally, don't let them sit for more than a minute. Like once they start sticking, just get in there and scrape it, and then you'll be fine. Okay, let's move on to our vegan cheeses for our board. So I'm taking some vegan ricotta. I'm using the one from Kite Hill, or you can make your own, but the Kite Hill one's pretty good. And a fun way to jazz up like a store-bought vegan cheese like this, add a little lemon juice, add a little garlic powder, mix it up. It just adds a little extra flavor, and it also helps with the consistency, I think, if you kind of like give it a little mix around. And this is nice, easy, again, all of 2 seconds. So I like to have a variety of cheeses. I'm showing you them here. You don't have to use all of them, okay? I just like to have a bunch, and then I'll just use them for other things. And we have different like softnesses, different textures, and it works out really well. So now let's use cookie cutters to make really cute little shapes to place on our board. I think it looks magical when you do this. So I'm taking the plant-based Gouda, actually. I figured it was good because it was like a slice of cheese. You know, this is like really the best kind of cheese to do it with. And I did some little teddy bears. I don't know, those were cute. I thought the teddy bears were cute, like holiday-esque. And then I had some snowflake cookie cutters, so I did some snowflakes, and they had like variety of sizes, so I did big snowflakes and little snowflakes. You could really just do any cookie cutters you want, and you can do any size you want. I did little stars, and again, I just have a lot of cookie cutters, so I had a lot of variety to choose from. And the scraps of the cheese, don't get rid of them, obviously, they're fine. Just put them all in a Ziploc baggie, and you can use them for other things, or you could even cut them up and put them on the board, but they kind of look a little weird, so I don't know. I just put them in a little bag and use them throughout the week, and now I have these adorable little shapes Now onto the vegan meats. Again, just like the cheeses, I like to have a big selection. I'm a big fan of these plant-based Mia things, by the way. They're very good. So I have a nice selection here so that way I can just kind of pick and choose. Now I'm going to show you how to make some little roses. Very simple, but very cute. Just take a few pieces of a vegan meat that you want to use and just line them up like so, about 3 or 4 pieces, fold them in half and roll them up, and bam, you have the cutest little thing ever. And again, took literally 5 seconds. Okay, let's assemble our board. So first thing I do is I take my bowls that I'm going to put things in and I organize them on the board, so this way I have a really good visual. I'm going to use my bowls for the nuts. I like to use bowls for things that I don't want to like touch the meat, cheeses, and crackers. So I usually put the nuts, and then you saw the vegan cheese that was in there, and then later I'm going to do some pickles. So I'm just placing all those nuts in there, and really that's all the first thing that we have to do for the first step. We don't need to do anything more, anything less. So, and I'm also going to like scrape any of the rosemary on there that got left in the pan. And now we're just going to start layering and seeing what works. I kind of like to build off of the bowls and just like build some shapes and have a variety of heights in there and textures. And I'm just kind of like going off of what my eye is seeing. So like sometimes I put all the things together, sometimes I spread them out. I think it's fun and it's really not that serious. And like if you don't like what you do, just pick it up. So then yeah, anything that's like in a brine, I'll usually add into a little bowl, so that way just in case there's any liquid, you can just make sure it stays contained, doesn't get on your other ingredients. And again, we're just going back in and layering, and I just like to just go in and just kind of, again, see what my eye is feeling and doing. And I couldn't help it. I wanted to get in there with some of those cheese shapes right away. Added some crackers. And then, of course, you know, we're going to add some other things. We're going to add some olives. I love olives. But again, if you like feel like maybe you don't want to put the olives in there, put them in a little bowl or something. And I always keep the smaller things for last, like the little stars and the olives go on last. And then my last and final tip for you guys to make things look really nice is to add some little sprigs of fresh rosemary. Helps to fill in any spaces, and it just looks really nice, adds a nice seasonal touch, and I think it looks really, really pretty. And this is our board all done. I mean, I think this board looks stunning. I mean, maybe I'm tooting my own horn too much, but I think it's a gorgeous board, and it has those little nice added elements that took minimal effort to make, but make a big impact. And also, I forgot to say this, but always make sure you put serving spoons with your things that need to be, you know, served, and little forks and stuff. And I didn't put any forks in for the picture because it was just me by myself. But, you know, add the little spoons and add the little forks, so this way your guests are ready to go and they can just scoop up what they need. And yeah, just come on, this is so cute. I love a holiday board. It looks so pretty, it looks so festive. And I think adding in all these little tips and tricks really just makes the board pop and makes your guests feel special.